Hello viewers, welcome back. Always your humble boy Malaka, always on point. Try and be on point whatever you're doing. Oh, it's been a great moment here in Klang State discussing with Barrister. The only barrister I know, Barrister Chiras, Lazarus. The only Lazarus that is not short, but it's always tough, up to anything. But do the right thing, it will come for you. It will give you justice. But you do the wrong thing, oh man, you face that food which you have prepared for yourself. I tell you the truth, because the truth is always bitter. But here we're talking about reality. And now we're talking about the prison issue.
Hi, this is Gerard Lazarus, lawyer from Klang. This is On Point TV. Subscribe, keep on watching, and follow us everywhere. Thank you.
All right, sir. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back.
It's good. It's always good. It was quite a great segment before now. And we're going on the prison issues.
Yes.
Now let's come to your feed. Most Nigerians have been arrested, even in the deportation camp. They don't have a case.
Yes.
They've not even talked about their case. Not even talk about their issues. A lot of Nigerians are there that they don't even allow them to ever send a message. And now, I don't know.
It's a sad thing, actually. I agree with you. Nigerians and Africans are exploited sometimes to a certain degree by the police and by all other people who even pretend to be police. They stop you by the roadside and say, I want to check your passport. He's not in police uniform, but at that time you're scared because he might be a police not in uniform.
So what if he's not a police, not in uniform? Should you answer him?
First of all, ask him and say, really? Are you really a policeman? Can I please see your ID? If he says, oh, you really want to challenge me? Say, no, I just want to ask you for your ID. You're asking for my ID. Shouldn't I be able to ask for your ID? And that's it. Once you stand your ground, it should be okay. But at the same time, if you don't stand your ground, then you are like hiding something. And once then they will exploit you. Now, there is a notion that all Africans are rich. That is the notion.
Why? Like why?
You have come all the way from your country to my country. You must have money. And you see, I must tell you this. I worked in London. I was a student there. And I worked with these two Africans. And we worked in 7-Eleven.
Okay.
They really knew how to dress up. I mean, the simplest of clothes, but they'll know how to tuck in their shirt. They wear a nice chain out there. It's nothing expensive. It's just that
the packaging.
Africans have style.
That's good.
You know how to take a rag and turn it into something so fashionable.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's
So,
good. Thank you.
and I must say this, Africans are very confident people.
Yeah, sure.
So when you walk confidently, there's an aura about you that, look, you have it. So now, at the same time, you're also releasing some energy out there that you may have got money with you. So when they come and say, I want to stop you and this and that, but I can settle your problem if you give me some money. And then straight away, you may want to, you have not done anything wrong. But the hassle, okay, how much money you want? That's the first mistake you make. And then they say, oh, this guy has money. And that's when. Do you know what you should do? I'm telling you what you should do.
Yes, sir.
Anyone stops you and says, where's your passport? And you ask him that, and the guy says, you got a problem? Say, no. But I have a very close friend, and his name is Barrister Gerard. And you show him my card and say, this is my lawyer. Why don't I call up my lawyer and I'll meet you in the police station? Believe me, they will back off. Not only me, but anybody. If you have a lawyer with you and say, yes, no problem, I'll see that, but I'll call my lawyer now. He'll meet you. And if you catch me and there's nothing on me, I'm going to sue your ass off. Believe me, they'll back off. Confidence has to play two sides. Not only showing how great you are, which you all are great, but showing how confident and that you have got people behind you to back you up. Wisdom to be backed up by good people. You must all human beings need three things: an accountant, a doctor, and a lawyer. Remember that as friends.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
I think I got one.
You got one. You've got one.
I need a doctor.
A doctor, don't worry. We are all over the place. An accountant, when you have lots of money, you need to have a proper accounting. Oh, that's wonderful. So you see, he's such a smart man. He married an accountant. He can marry also on the side a lawyer, and he'll have everything. He'll have a package deal.
No, I'm a Christian.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Okay, okay. There we are. Remember that. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. Okay, all right.
All right.
So coming back to the question now, you asked me. Now the problems here basically is that they are exploited. Not only are they exploited by the police, I'm sorry to say they're also exploited by the lawyers, because the lawyers will come there, and they are your only connection to your family and the outside world. You're the only connection. So what they will do, yes, and they will tell, look, I can solve your problem, and they'll call up your family and say, oh, do you know your son or your daughter is in so much of trouble? Do you know in Malaysia we have the death penalty? We've got this thing, we've got 20 years, 30 years, but I can solve it. You send me so much of money. Happens all the time, son. It's a very sad thing. So you see, I'm a lawyer, a barrister, okay? That doesn't make me bad. But it takes one bad experience from a lawyer, you will never trust lawyers again. Same thing applies also to Africans. I can be cheated by an African. That doesn't mean that all Africans are bad. It's just my personal experience with it. Yes, that's about it. So they're exploited even by the lawyers. They're also exploited by their own kind, by their own people. Other Nigerians cheating other Nigerians. It's crazy. But if you don't have a fellow or a brother Nigerian, who else do you have? You have got a friend and says, look, I'm from your country, can you help me? Yes, brother, I will help you. Can you contact my family and tell them? Contact the family, and they'll collect money and they'll just disappear. Sad situation. Very evil. To the core. To the core. When you get your family and your family loves you, they think you're in trouble, they go to the extent of selling off their property and sending the money here, and someone has just walked away, and that has happened all the time. All the time.
And people keep suffering there. So these
exactly.
are cases where many people are just there.
Yes. But let me tell you something, okay? I also think that your embassy here should play a major role in making regular visits to the prison and finding out the problems there. At this moment, we have got good Christian groups, good Hindu groups, and also good Muslim groups who are going to the prisons and meeting Nigerians and Africans to see is there any help that they can give. All right? And I think your embassy should play a major role in that. Because believe me, just because you're in prison does not make you a bad person.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't make you you are innocent until proven guilty. Why do you think it's the other way around? You're guilty till you're proven innocent. That is wrong. That is where racism comes in. It's a sad situation. Your embassy should play a major role. We should have wonderful people like you, Malakai, who are actually bringing out this issue so that we can have pastors, African pastors, to get together and go to the prisons, conduct prayers there and find out what is the problem. They must have a team of lawyers, people like me who can do things for free. We don't take money.
It's just you fight for justice.
We just fight for justice because we don't need. In my firm, we have 8 lawyers. I'm sure I can sacrifice 2 lawyers to go once a week to the prison to help you. That's all it takes. But it takes coordination. It takes someone to say, look, I'm in charge, let's just do it. Someone must take charge of it. And there mustn't be any money. We have to collect donations from the public, and we must have proper accounts why we want money, not for the lawyers, but in case we need to send them back, we need to buy a plane ticket. We need to be able to do that. We need coordination. If we do that, believe me, Malaka, I'm telling you, I would think 80% of our problems in the prisons can be solved.
Wow, that's good. That's good. So the number of cases in the prisons and in the courtroom of Africans, how can you rate it?
It's a sad situation because there are a lot of Africans in the prison. There are so many of them in the prison, and sometimes you are a student caught with the wrong company. That's all it is, that you are at the wrong place at the wrong place at the wrong time, and you're inside. And that is so sad. You need people to come and help you. So that's why constant prison visits and constant upgrading of the number of Africans inside the prison is very, very important. if you get a group to be able, see, getting help is not a problem. We have enough of NGOs and charities willing to help. As I told you, you just need coordination. Now, let's just say someone is caught for drugs. It's a drug case. You don't have to pay for a lawyer. The lawyer is provided by the government. Take advantage of that. And we have good lawyers helping and getting people out. All right? So that is not the issue. But those who are inside, example now, for overstaying and so forth, this matter you can resolve very, very easily and just send them back. All we need to do is just get their plane ticket. Many of them are not stuck in prisons, no, Malakai. They are stuck in camps.
Oh,
Once you finish your prison sentence, you are sent to a camp. It is in the camp you have to take your turn to go back. Now, who's going to foot the bill for your plane ticket? Yeah, but you don't have money. You got no connection to your family. You have people exploiting you. So what do you do is very simple. That's where we have to have organizations of people going into these camps, taking count of how many are there, and saying, look, we will coordinate for you. The minute a ticket comes out, you can leave within 2 weeks to 3 weeks. If no money, you're in for months. And the condition in a camp is far worse than in the prison. And you know something? We have got pregnant African women who have delivered a baby inside the prison. Let me tell you a story. 3 years ago, I was asked by one of my clients who actually has got her daughter in the prison for a drug charge, and she's a local. She told me, I need to go to prison because I need to get a boy out. I said, how old is the boy? This boy is 4 years old. 4-year-old African boy. The mother delivered him in prison. When she was pregnant, she was caught for drugs, delivered him in prison, and for 4 years, that boy has been in prison. Malakai, I am telling you this. We got the court order, and we took this boy. Of course, the boy screamed because the boy doesn't know anything.
Nothing. It's just a prison life.
Yes, it's just a prison life. But the minute the boy screamed, we carried him. The minute he walked out of prison, he was shocked. He looked down, he saw grass. He started plucking the grass. He forgot about his mother. He forgot about anything. He could run on the grass.
Freedom.
And you know what was the first thing that entered his mouth and he tasted? McDonald's. He took the potato chip and looked at it as though it was made by God himself. All of us had a tear in our eye. This is not what it should be. Where were the African authorities when this lady was delivering this child in the prison? What life he must have had in the prison? Where was all the love and mixing and nothing? This has to stop. We need to take better care of our prisoners, African ladies who are pregnant in the prison. Now, what happens is, these African ladies are sent carrying drugs because it is a notion if it's a pregnant woman, they will be easy on her. But that's not what happens in Malaysia. Okay, you've got a drug, you've got drugs. This boy is, now, of course, he was taken to by this family, this Muslim family.
Just the sins of the mother.
Yes, but this boy was taken care of by this Muslim family. He was a Christian boy. Muslim family took care of him for almost a few months before his father flew down from Nigeria and took the boy back. But that should not happen, right? Not in our day and age. It should never happen.
Because we have embassies.
Yes.
We have embassies. Which embassy work is to cater for people. It doesn't matter you doing wrong thing. You're wrong. You're already been jailed, already in the prison. There should still be a little of help to checkmate, know what is wrong with this person. Is it looking healthy? And all of that. So, it's quite a touching story.
Yes.
It's
And
quite
this happened in this country, and I think that the embassy should open their eyes, and people like you should highlight it and say that this should never happen to anyone. A boy of 4 years old, you have taken away, you have stolen his childhood. You have stolen his childhood. But thank God he's doing very well in Nigeria. He's going to school and all that. But will he wake up with nightmares at night? I don't know. You told me people being born bad? I say no. But see the condition that he was born in. And he knows all the vulgar Malay words because that is how the prison officers scold her mother in all the, the vulgar, the wrong words, the way they stand and all kind of thing. And I used to ask her in Malay, I used to ask him in Malay, how did the kakak prison guard speak? He'll stand up, put his hand and he'll use all this. And it was not funny, it was not funny, it was sad. It was sad because that's what he saw. So nobody is born bad. It's the condition that you're in. Yes. If this boy was born outside with love, will he be like that? Of course not. So Malacca, we must do something. If you want to do something that is important, you have to first go and see those people in the prisons, and we have to work for them and try and get them out, especially the ladies who are inside there. They are very much abused, Can I just tell you one more thing? The prison life in Malaysia, I would say that they try to make it difficult because they don't want you to come back to prison. You must have an experience. I'll never want to go to prison again. Yes. Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yes.
Nobody has to go and come back.
However, certain basic human rights must be there. Your right to food, your right to water, and your right to sanitary pads. You are a woman in the prison having your periods once a month. Don't you think you have a right to a sanitary pad? Do you know that we have a shortage of that? And of course, we have a lot of NGOs coming in and giving sanitary pads and all that for women. But I think that the embassies also should take a stand to this. You can be in for whatever crime, but you need some basic human rights. Let's talk about baby formula. Oh, this is another thing I would like to bring up. Do you know that there are babies, as I told you, there are babies inside the prison, not only Africans, but other races as well. Do you know, we as parents, we are very careful about what we put into our babies. So we take the milk powder, we put the milk and then we shake, we give, and if the milk isn't finished in 2 hours, we throw away the milk. That is not allowed in prison. You give back the same old milk to the baby. And that is what I was told. So what we have done is many NGOs have actually now started delivering baby formula to the prison on a monthly basis. Okay? Yeah. But I also think that the embassies should take special care of the Africans in prison, especially their health. Matters a lot. So if someone can go from the embassy, not every month, not every week, but at least once a month or once every 2 months, just to find out, are you okay? Is everything okay? Are you sick? You need this. Basic human things.
Basic thing,
It'll make a big difference,
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. You've dealt with this. So the last question. The last question is, what prompted to others prison? Maybe, okay, let me go to Boston. Immigration come to your house, police come to your house.
Busting.
They bust the house. So in these cases, we have a lot of cases where a lot of Nigerians and Africans have died. Like, it's like, does their life not really matters? That is one. And secondly, people jump from the story building down. Imagine somebody cannot even check from 19th floor. Cannot even think of it because why? Because of those kind of stuff. So I feel this posting should be looked into. And for my own side, I'm a media person. Yes. My own best I will try to bring the African community close to the Malaysia. Bring in the transparency of the African community to the Malaysian, and bring in the laws of the land, unveil it to the people.
Laws of the land, the laws of Malaysia.
Yeah, laws of Malaysia to the African nations. So they should see, because a lot of people are here, they don't really know what is going on here. Yes. So mainly, Malaysia is a good country. Yes. It's a blessed country, which if you don't give problem, they don't give you problem. Okay, now, visa issues. I've heard a lot of cases where the same Africans, let's say Nigerians or maybe Africans, they're illegal, majority of others. These visa issues, majority of all these agents, they are the problems. The scam we are talking about are in these agents. They are much. When you talk about us, I know how many Nigerians they have scammed back home. They can't even come in. Even if they come in, they'll just get to the airport. They'll go back. They've already duped you already. So in this case, this has made a lot of illegality. A lot of Nigerians, per se, I would say, the ones I know in Africa, has been illegal in this country because of majority of all these agents, all these scam agents and all of that. So how can we really tackle this issue with the government for them to understand this is what we are really going through? Okay, even if you want to get money from us, but at least still understand we are humans. We live in, we can't just dabble into doing wrong things. But whereby I have a thing I want to do, this is what I want. I want to go to school. I want to be educated. And somebody scam my money. Eat my money in the sake of agent's sake. And now did not give me the visa and permit and all of that. I start to apply in under school. Same thing happened. And I decide to relax. And I don't mind. It's the devil workshop. So.
Okay. Wow. Yes, I have to agree with you that agents have scammed so many Africans. And I've done so many cases when they are caught with no documents, and I ask them, okay, the judge asked them, where are your documents? Where's your file? I've given it to the agent. And you know something? Agents exist. But when you contact them and you say, where is his documents? They're off the phone and then they can't be found anymore. Yes, agency problems and scamming is a very big issue in this country. It's a very sad issue, because I tell you something. A young African student, for them it is meat. They just want to scam you. Oh, there's a problem with your, there's something with your name wrong. Oh, there's number, I need another 200, another 300.
Just want to look for anything.
And you just give, and you just give, and you just give, and then there is nothing done. I know evil men out there, Malaysian evil men, who have gone to a college, taken about 15 passports. I can do all this for you, all this I can do for you. Collect as much money as they can until they can't collect anymore. And tell them all of you, please come to this place at 5 o'clock and I'll give you all your passports. And when they all around, when they arrive there, the police are waiting for them and they are arrested for having no documents. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe that. And I had a lot of problems because these were good students, and thank God their lecturers came in and they vouched for them, and we went. Of course, in this country, if you're a foreigner and you're arrested for not having documents, the law is, it gives the police 14 days to hold you in a cell while they investigate. It's an automatic 14 days. So in that 14 days, we have to do whatever we can to make sure that, look, you are here legally. Sometimes, most of the time, the colleges come in directly and they will definitely help you. So what we do is we write to the embassy, get you a temporary passport. Nigerian will give you a temporary passport. Then we write to the immigration and they have a complete, so yes, this person has been here before, and then we try to get you a temporary sticker. And then you come out then, but that's a long process. And while the student is inside the prison, it's a terrible, harrowing experience. Yes, it's a harrowing experience. Why? Because inside, they even exploit you inside. It's a sad situation. Yes. Malaysia has got strict laws. We have a strict drug law. Generally, death penalty is there for drugs. Of course, now we are changing it. We are trying to abolish the death penalty. But still, it's going to be 30 years imprisonment.
It's more or less like
You should just hang me then, please. Keep me out of my misery. Okay?
Keep people 30 years.
30 years.
In one spot?
Yes.
Our dreams is gone.
Even an animal kept in a cage for 7 days has got a harrowing mental situation. Imagine a human being. What's going on? Yes. 30 years in one spot, in a small cell. Who do you think we are? Who do you think you all are? Nelson Mandela? I don't think so. At least he came out, he was there for a reason. Okay? For a reason, and he knew what he's there for. But this is there, nobody chose to be inside. But that's what happens in this country. Okay. So that is for drugs. There's also, in Malaysia, there are 3 things they can hang you for: drugs, murder, and kidnapping. If you kidnap someone and you say, I'm going to kill you if you don't give me money, that's a death sentence as well. Let me tell you something, Malakai. At one time, there was a trend in this country. Africans, kidnapping Africans. Okay? I know that Malakai's family is a rich family, and Malakai has come here to study. And maybe his mother or father is someone influential in the government. So what happens is a group of other Nigerians will capture him and cut off a little finger, show it, and send it back to his family. And they ask for money. The money is not paid in Malaysia. The money is paid in a country like Hong Kong or Taiwan, because there are other Nigerians there as well, or other Africans there. So the money is paid there, and he is then released here. It was a trend, and yes, there were many I always thought it was the locals. It was not the local, because, you know why? Because if I am calling your family to tell you the inside, I will speak to them in the language that you all speak. Yes. So it must be another African involved.
Yeah, there must be an insider.
Yes, there must be an insider. And you just told me earlier that the languages are, yes, multiple languages. How can they know that exact dialect to speak to this particular family? So it must be an inside job. And believe me, at one time that was happening in Malaysia. And then there was a crackdown. Then we found there were other similar groups in other places in Asia where kidnappings were all taking place. Thankfully now, I've not heard of any kidnappings, only the scamming that takes places. But all this money that is paid by the victims are not paid into Malaysia. They're paid into other countries, to other accounts in the Asian region. So it's very difficult for the police to, you see, you must be able to track the caller and then track where the money is going in and make a connection. That's when you have a case. But when you have a caller calling you from Malaysia and the money banked in Taiwan, how do you make a case? So that is the latest thing which is going around. That's why we got people from Hong Kong doing a Hong Kong scam, Taiwan doing a Taiwan scam. It's all being exposed now. Thankfully, the police are getting smarter. And the web is getting smaller. So, exploitation, it happens everywhere. By the agents, by your own kind, by everywhere. However, you must do this. I always believe this, Malakai. If you're stupid enough to be scammed, you deserve to be scammed. You must be smart. You must come to this country knowing what is happening. The minute you enter this country, go and see your embassy. Okay? You go to your college, you will have a lecturer or an international student body, register yourself. And always, they will know where you are, and you will know how to get them. Okay? Yes. You are a Christian, go to a church, meet your pastor, meet your community. They will look out for you. You're a Muslim, go to the nearest mosque or surah, meet the imam, get him to know you. He will then take care of you. There are people who will take care of you. Yes, there's no reason for you to be out at 2 a.m. in the morning getting drunk and lying on the street. There's no reason for that. You came to study, you study. That's all there is to it. There's no reason to go out with someone you don't know. He may be carrying drugs. Yeah. You wouldn't know him.
You wouldn't know him.
You wouldn't know him. Yes. Not anybody who's your friend and calls you brother, I'm from your village, is a good person. You should know yourself. There is no excuse for that. You come here to study, not to find a woman. Now, remember, there are good women and there are bad women. Okay, you must know. I mean, look, go to church and meet your woman in church. Isn't that where you're supposed to meet people of your own thinking, of your own kind? You got friends who are out there to say, look, this girl is easy. Then you're living in sin and you deserve what you get. All right? Meet good friends. Meet good people. Meet people like Malakai who will then look out for you. All right? You come to a foreign country, you must take care of yourself. Nobody else will take care of you. What you put into your mouth is going to poison you by yourself. So Malakai, this country is a wonderful country. Yeah. Come to Malaysia, but come to Malaysia with the right intention.
Yeah, right motive.
Meet people, get to know people. It's a wonderful country if you're a Muslim, because this is a Muslim country. Believe me, I'm Catholic, I'm Christian, but I'm so proud to be in Malaysia being a Muslim country. Yeah. Because we are all proud. I can walk into a mosque, I've got Malay friends, I can go to a temple, I've got Hindu friends. We are all brothers. Okay? When you come with the right intentions, you will meet right people. You come with bad intentions, you'll also meet bad people who will scam you in the end. Don't expose yourself.
Be a good Nigerian. Be a good African. Malaysia is a blessed country. God bless Malaysia. God bless Nigeria. And God bless us. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
And me too, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Always on point. Subscribe. YouTube channel. Facebook, Instagram. Always good. Be on point. God loves.